Shanaynay stole Christmas. Well, Shanaynay didn't like Christmas at all. In fact, she hated Christmas. And I said it was, no, I said she. No, I'm pretty sure you said, no, I'm pretty sure I said she. I'm pretty sure I said she, I'm pretty sure I said she, because I'm the one who freaking said it.
Okay, talk.
Okay, so now she had 2 children, which both loved Christmas, which she really didn't like. So
She didn't like her Christmas?
Ow, my knee! So
She didn't like her children?
no, she didn't like her children. Only at Christmas time she didn't like them. So
One-time deal. You go now.
at Christmas Eve, she said, "Christmas is canceled. It's canceled."
Canceled!
The children were going ballistic, and they did not think that this was fair at all, because
Good storytelling.
they were extremely good fans of Christmas.
Extremely good fans of Christmas.
I have good grammars. And so then, after the children went to bed, Shanaynay went in her Mini Coupe and drove to all the children's houses and took their Christmas tree, all their presents.
The Grinch stole Christmas?
Shanaynay stole Christmas. The tree, all the presents, and any kind of decorations, and all the tacky Christmas sweaters. And then she put them in the back of her Mini Coupe, and she drove to the burning tire factory, where she threw them into the tire pit and burned them all. And that night, while she was going to sleep, she thought she heard chains rattling, and she was visited by the ghost of Christmas past to show her past. Which her past, which she wasn't proud of, considering that when she was a child, she loved Christmas, and that made her very sad. And just then, she thought she heard something. It sounded kind of like a growing.
It sounded kind of like a hiccup.
And it was her heart growing larger. But she still hated Christmas. Then the ghost of present and future both came and told her about her future, in which she died an old single lady.
Millionaire.
No, she died an old single grandma to her children, which were living happy lives, married to male models, because they believed in Christmas. And just then, something unbelievable happened.
The video was 7 minutes
In the middle of the night, after she was visited, she heard sleigh bells jingling, ring ting tingling too, and Santa Claus came to town, and he had a bottle of kerosene, and he dumped it all over her Mini Coupe and lit it up. And then he rolled her Mini Coupe right out of the driveway and into a snowbank. And then Santa said, "Ho, ho, ho! Goodbye, Christmas lady. And goodbye, Ebenezer Scrooge lady. I hate you." And he threw a stick of dynamite right down her chimney, and flew right off, making sure his reindeer left extra poop on her roof. She woke up to a loud banging, and in her living room, the dynamite had exploded. But inside of the dynamite were billions of presents, and that drowned her. And her children, the presents drowned her, and she died and her two
I don't
children.
think Santa's supposed to drown people.
And the two children laughed and played with joy because now Christmas could be all to themselves. And they threw the body inside a meat locker, and it's still there to this
Such a Merry
day.
Christmas tale.
And that's the story of how Shanaynay oh, by the way, she had to amputate her head, and now
Didn't she die?
no.
died. She had to
She
Her head takes residence in
She has lungs in her head?
612. And not she has lungs, a liver, a heart, and a brain all in her
What
head.
about her stomach and stuff? How can she eat?
That's it. She doesn't eat. She doesn't have a stomach to die from.
anorexic?
Yeah, but that can't be noticed because she's just a head. So that's this tale of how
She's a
Shanaynay
skull.
stole
So
Christmas. So if you ever try to steal Christmas, this will happen to you, and you'll be added to the collection of
Don't
mannequin
do drugs, or else
heads.
you might end up like Jake.
Okay. Tune in next time for
Next time.
another amazing story. Don't forget to leave a comment, like, subscribe.